most important insight about the state of collaboration in our classrooms is actually on Twitter. When I die, I want my group project members to lower me into my grade so they can let me down one last time. This is not the sentiment of some angry student on Twitter who just likes to complain. It's one shared by students all around the world who just have not been given a genuine experience in collaboration, but have the talent and ambition that will lead them to build the organizations and technology that will change our world. But without collaboration, they'll fall apart. Like that one time when a NASA space probe disintegrated in the Martian atmosphere because no one bothered to tell the propulsion team that was working in centimeters that the equipment had been designed for inches. This is why fields in technology are very aware of the threat of poor collaboration. And software engineers have designed tools to defend against it. Version control, like GitHub, for when your teammates break things. Testing, like Jenkins, for when your teammates break things continuously. And communication, like Slack, for when your teammates break things and don't tell you about it. I've been there. These tools are a great start, but they alone will not achieve the goal of collaboration. Collaboration is about people and making a group greater than the sum of its parts. That's why CS classrooms, where students learn and grow together, have the potential to usher in the next level of collaboration. It starts with creating diverse teams. The current mindset of collaboration, which is to split up tasks and maybe meet before a project is due, comes from homogeneous teams. If every member seems to be the same and you don't delve into different perspectives, the team looks at any problem given to them as one that can be solved by a single person in 4 days, and then turned into a problem solved by 4 people in less than a single day. True learning and collaboration comes from exchanging different perspectives. Students who learn in different ways, teaching each other. Students with different specializations, exposing each other to new ways of solving problems. And students of different experience levels, mentoring each other. That mentoring can solve one of the biggest problems that I face as a student and an educator: impostor syndrome. With a culture that loves to pride immense hackers, it can be very difficult to see how you, at any level of experience, can give a greater contribution. These guys are members of their school's robotics teams, and they may not know it, but they're rock stars. Last year, at an hour of code event, a girl came up to me because her Python program was not working. And I told her to talk to one of her classmates who had already finished the exercise. And she said, "No, Vinesh, I can't talk to him. He's on the robotics team. He's a god at Python." Really? He's your god? He's playing Minecraft. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, they had fixed the error and the program was working. And he didn't even know what the problem was. He just copy-pasted the error message into Stack Overflow, a popular website for programmers to share problems and solutions. And that revealed to her what I strongly believe, that every technologist on some level has no idea what they're doing. And when you work in intimate team settings, you understand that, and the imposter syndrome goes away to create great things as a team. But it can be hard to create great things when you have so much on your plate. Those robotics kids complain to me that they collaborate well in the team, but not in their classes. With 5 or even 8 things going on, students can't always come together in the collaborative mindset. But before I get to students' complaints, which I'm sure you've heard plenty of, teachers are the ones that should be complaining more. I'm so proud of the city of Chicago for embarking on the CS for All initiative to spread computer science education to every student K through 12 in the coming years. More than 400,000 students in almost 700 schools. But that means that the class sizes for CS are going up. Teachers have more students to teach and grade. And in collaborative settings, the feedback is much more important than the end grade. But this is where we can leverage collaboration to give our students a better experience. Being in diverse teams teaches you to give and receive constructive feedback. And if we create classroom environments where students first receive feedback from their peers, and then teachers have the opportunity to zone in on the feedback that was not that great, they can save their time and provide the most value to students, who will learn to receive feedback from the place that they will get it in the workforce, their coworkers. And if computer science was designed to assist other sciences and disciplines, why is it such a strange idea that we have to add new computer science workload instead of letting students use computing to solve problems in their other classes? Many teachers worry that their students aren't experienced enough to work in areas like machine learning and particle physics. That's why educators have created black boxes, systems that are simple enough for students to work with, and if they really want, dig into the deeper understanding. A professor at the Illinois Math and Science Academy, Dr. Peter Dong, has created a model for this. He helped his students in a class that wasn't even a computer science class use programming to solve other sciences problems, including particle physics. Now, this diagram may not look very interesting to any of you, but this was my life for 3 weeks. This is part of a collaborative by design activity that Dr. Dong created called the Particle Physics Face-Off, where students got in teams of 4 and used high technology practices like tracking, calorimetry, machine learning, and statistics to create custom particles and try to identify those created by other teams. Even though each of those 4 areas could have been their own silo, each of them depended on the code of the others to make the project successful. And that meant not coding on your own 2 hours before the assignment was due, but having meetings together to discuss design, mentor each other, and make sure that the whole team succeeded. With black boxes like this, instead of piling more work onto our students for their computer science classes, we can teach them to employ computing tactics in the other classes that they're taking. Genuine, diverse, and environments where they can focus on the team and the task at hand. But we need to give them more genuine strategies, because right now students don't see an alternative to the naive divide and conquer method. But it's all around them. Eric Elliott, a god of JavaScript, is leading an open source movement to end homelessness by teaching homeless people how to program in JavaScript. And the primary contributors to his project don't even live in the same place. And much like college students, aren't even awake at the same time. Another movement is happening at Chai Hack Night, a weekly meetup for civic tech people to come together. Government officials and Dev Bootcamp graduates see titles and experience dissolve, where there's collaboration and communication at all levels, instead of a project leader telling people what needs to be done. These are all genuine collaborative environments. And we can expose our students so that they can see which strategies are working and failing for real computer scientists and incorporate that into their own work. Better yet, have them contribute to these projects rather than writing the same useless Java ATM program that thousands of other students have written and hated. But you don't need to wait for this. My classmates and I borrowed the principles of open source when we created the Open Student Computer Science movement. I'm sure that there are many students watching this that are leaning back in their seats and saying, Vinesh, I can't wait until my schools go and make collaboration less painful. Well, stop it. You don't need to wait for them. Grab a group of your friends and classmates, visit bit.ly/opencs, design a collaborative assignment. We want to bring together lessons, tools, and strategies that build the future of the CS classroom. And then, you can give us something better to tweet about than bad group projects.